Hello everyone, welcome back to Changfied YouTube channel. Before we dive into today's breaking news, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notification bell for Changfied YouTube channel to stay up to date with the latest news and exclusive report right here. In Juba, something unusual and troubling has happened. The family of senior SPLM member and veteran politician Deng has been evicted from a government residence in the Amarat residential area. According to sources, the eviction took place while Nhial himself was away in Nairobi. His absence left his family stranded and distressed, forced to leave their home without clear answered. You see, this is not only a political issue, it is also a human issue. Imagine your father being away and suddenly your family is told to leave the house without preparation. That pain, that confusion is something ordinary South Sudanese can relate to. Now, who is Deng? For those who may not know, he is the son of the late William Deng, a political giant in Sudanese and South Sudanese history. Deng has built his own reputation as a respected negotiator and diplomat. He played a key role in the Comprehensive Peace Agreement (CPA) that gave birth to South Sudan independence in 2011. Over the years, he has led negotiations between the government and the SPLM-IO, always pushing for peace in a state of war. We must remember the CPA. CPA was not just an agreement, it was the hope of millions of South Sudanese, and Deng was part of making that hope a reality. That kind of service should not be forgotten. That is why this eviction feels like an insult to many. It is not just a house, it is dignity, it is recognition, and it is respect for someone who gave might to this nation. Some political analysts now suggest that this may be part of internal power struggle within the SPLM ruling party. Others believe it could be a way of quietly sidelining older figures to make way for new political players. If a leader like Nhial are being treated this way, then it tells us something about the direction of politics in South Sudan. Respect is fading and loyalty is becoming less important than political survival. For ordinary people, the message is loud. Even if the family of Deng can be kicked out, then who is served? This is where leadership must show compassion. A government that cannot honor its own senior leader is a government that risks losing the trust of its people. Dr. Machar trial. The second story takes us to another highly sensitive matter: the ongoing trial of first Vice President Dr. Machar Durgon. Since his arrest on 26 March 2025, Dr. Machar has been in detention alongside several others facing charges under the Penal Code Act of 2008. This case is not just a legal matter, it is a political one, with the future of peace in South Sudan hanging in the balance. Whenever a top leader is arrested in South Sudan, we must ask, is this justice or is this politics? Because too often, the court have been used to fight political battle instead of delivering fairness. On Friday, September 2025, Machar defense team was finally allowed to visit him. This was their first face-to-face meeting since his arrest 6 months ago. The lawyers, that is not just a legal problem, that's what they said. The lawyer described this as a small but important victory for the principle of a fair trial. Imagine being in detention for a month without access to your lawyer, That is not just a legal problem, it is a human rights problem. The very next day, on Saturday, 13 September, the defense team also visited 4 of the other accused. They say this meeting was long overdue, but at least it was a start. They quoted a proverb, "The first drop is the beginning of the rain." This proverb is powerful. It tells us that even small steps matter. But the truth is, justice delayed is justice denied. The accused should have met their lawyer months ago. However, 3 of the accused still have not been granted access to their lawyer. The defense team is demanding that this happen as soon as possible. If South Sudan wants to prove that its justice system is fair, it must allow equal treatment for all accused persons, not just some of them. The lawyer also revealed that they decided to postpone taking official statement from the accused. They say this was to ensure that the statements are given in a safe legal environment, free from pressure or intimidation. This is a wise choice. Too often in South Sudan, confessions are made under fear. True justice requires that every word spoken by the accused is voluntary and truthful, not forced. Importantly, the defense team assured the public that Dr. Machar and the other are in good health and moral. They even thanked the authorities for at least keeping the detainees safe. Good health is important, but freedom and fairness are more important. The people of South Sudan want justice, not just report of stable moral. In their final statement, the defense lawyers say they are fully prepared to fight this case through legal means and objective argument. They stressed that justice must be the compass and truth must be the goal. This is the heart of the matter. Without justice and truth, South Sudan will remain trapped in cycle of conflict. We must break that cycle. In another developing story, Tiger Division General reinstated a leadership all closed-door meeting with President Salva Kiir Mayardit. The Tiger Division, South Sudan elite presidential guard, is once again in the headline just day after its general was removed from his position. President Salva Kiir has reportedly reinstated him. Reliable source confirmed that the general, well known inside the rank, was returned to command today, reversing the earlier decision. Meanwhile, another senior officer, Mike, who had publicly cleared his intention to resign, has also decided to return to active duty. This is surprising in South Sudan leadership decision can change overnight. What is announced today may be reversed tomorrow, and for the ordinary soldier, this uncertainty creates confusion and tension. As of this morning, senior commander of the Tiger Division are holding an internal leadership meeting. This will be followed by a closed-door session with President Salva Kiir himself. The agenda is not public, but observers believe it is about restoring unity in the force. When the presidential guard meet with the president behind closed door, it means serious issues are on the table. This is not just about one general, it is about the loyalty of the entire Tiger Division. Interestingly, Vice President Benjamin Bolmel will not be part of the meeting. His own recent promotion to Lieutenant General is under question. Inside alleged that Bolmel had tried to pressure the Chief of Defense Forces (CDF) to appoint an officer not approved by President Salva Kiir Mayardit. Before this plan could succeed, it was discovered and blocked. Some sources have even described it as pretty much a coup attempt. Well, if this allegation is true, then it is very serious. A vice president trying to push through military appointment without the president approval, it is not just politics. It is dangerous for national stability. Despite this, President Kiir is said to have played down the matter in order to maintain calm inside the Tiger Division. President reportedly chose not to escalate it publicly, hoping to avoid division in the army most loyal unit. Here, President Kiir is walking a tightrope. On one end, he wants stability. On the other, If this kind of power struggle continues inside the Tiger Division, it may weaken the very force that protect him. For now, the development highlights the ongoing tension with the Tiger Division, the unit responsible for safeguarding the head of state. Analysts believe that the outcome of today's meeting will shape the future leadership and loyalty of the unit in the coming week. We must watch closely. The Tiger Division is not just another military unit, it is the backbone of the presidency, and a crack inside it could have consequences for the whole country. In another developing story, the Nuer community has expressed deep concern about the current leadership of Honorable James Osmai, who serves as a chairman of the Nuer community in Juba. According to the message, the community feel that under his leadership, critical issues such as security, economic hardship, and cultural preservation have not been adequately addressed. A letter written by one of the Nuer son by the name Pemba Yosh, the founder of Dinitech in Juba, he said that Osmai should resign. Members of the community highlighted that repeated bombardment and displacement of civilians have not been met with decisive leadership. They expressed disappointment in a recent speech by Honorable James Os, in which blame was placed on the Nuer people in the village rather than condemning the government for attack on innocent civilians. Further concerns were raised regarding the handling of the designation of Nuer counties as hostile by Ms. Aurelia Lumoro. The community claimed that the response was misguided, targeting the wrong parties while failing to hold the real perpetrators accountable. The message emphasized that the Nuer community has remained disorganized for too long. It stressed that meaningful effort to unite stakeholders, foster reconciliation, and address systematic challenges have been lacking. Community members believe that it is time for new leadership, one that can effectively advocate for the right and safety of the Nuer people. In light of this concern, the community respectfully urged the Honorable James Osmai to step down voluntarily. They hope this would allow others with vision, integrity, and the ability to lead effectively to take on this critical role. The message also called on the wider Nuer population to come together, raise their voices, and demand leadership that protect their people, preserve their culture, and addresses urgent issues. It is a call for unity, resilience, and proactive engagement in shaping the future of the community.